Hey guys, it's Tim from Pro Wrestling Unlimited, and we're here with another Smackdown Live review. We've got Nick here with us. What's going on, Nick?
What is going on? Another Tuesday, another Smackdown Live. Is it called Smackdown Live? It's called Tuesday Smackdown Live. What is it called?
Smackdown Live. That's it. Just Smackdown Live. I know they've had a bunch of names. It was Smackdown, then it was Friday Night Smackdown.
It's Tuesday night.
No, the only time it was Tuesday Night Smackdown is before it was actually live every week. They did like one or two live episodes and called it Tuesday Night Smackdown just so you would know, hey, it's on Tuesday this week when it was still airing on Thursdays.
I always thought that SmackDown was kind of the cooler brand
Why?
because it wasn't on USA. It was always on so many different channels.
Well, I know it started on UPN, which I loved because that way, you didn't have to have cable to watch SmackDown. You can just have rabbit ears and an antenna and boom, you got SmackDown. And then when UPN, I guess, was bought out by CW, they moved over to CW. That didn't last long, but that was still over-the-air broadcast television. And then for some reason, NBC was like, let's put it on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, which I did not understand putting
Well,
it there.
It still doesn't make sense because I know why they did the Sci-Fi thing because they thought that ECW did well on Sci-Fi, which still was weird for a wrestling show on Sci-Fi. Anyways, SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live. It was an episode.
It actually flowed kind of good. Like I'm gonna say the flow of the show was pretty good.
There's a couple segments I don't know about, which I'm excited to know. So let's go ahead and jump into what happened at first.
All right, so the show kicks off, and immediately Dolph Ziggler comes out, like immediately, for his match with Baron Corbin. I'm like, this match is going to start off the show? What? But it didn't. Dolph Ziggler comes out, and he gets in the ring, and Baron Corbin's music plays. Corbin doesn't come out. Corbin's music then shuts off, comes back on, still doesn't come out, and then finally we see backstage Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beating up Baron Corbin. They are beating him down. They go to walk away, and Corbin yells something. I don't know exactly what he yelled or whatever. And they're like, oh, let's get him again. So they run back over, and they beat him down.
Like a bully. It's like a bully in middle school when he's like, when the kid that gets beat up calls him like, you're a jerk. And they go, huh? And they keep fighting.
Right. It was like the Jeff Hardy Undertaker thing. When in the ladder match, when Jeff was like at the end, you may have beat me, but I'm not down, Undertaker, or whatever, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then Undertaker came back and shook his hand. But this time, they didn't come back and shake Corbin's hand. They came back and beat him down, throw him into some steel stuff. Anyways, So they beat Corbin down again. Sammy grabs his hat, throws it down, and goes, we got one more to get. So
I love it. Angry Paperboy.
Right? So they go out to ringside, and it was just kind of smart what they did. Kevin starts walking down the ramp, and Sammy runs through the crowd. He's going to, go around the ring and try to get to Dolph from behind, but Dolph sees him, so he runs into the crowd and just jumps on Sammy. Eventually, it's too much. They get back to ringside, and Sammy and Kevin beat him down. As they're beating down Dolph Ziggler, Corbin runs back out. Corbin gets beat down by Sammy and Kevin, and then we go to a commercial. We come back, and we see Daniel Bryan just standing in his office, not saying anything, not really doing anything. And Shane walks in. Shane goes, all right, so I talked to Corbin. I talked to Ziggler. We're going to have some matches tonight. They're still willing to fight. It's going to be Corbin versus Owens, Ziggler versus Zayn. If Corbin and or Ziggler win, they're added into the match. And he tells Daniel straight up, and if your little buddies decide to interfere in either of these matches, they're pulled from the title match. And Daniel just looks at him and was like, okay. And that was it.
Yeah.
So we go on to the first match of the first actual match of the night. It's Charlotte Flair versus Sarah Logan. And
boy.
And I finally see what people are saying about Sarah Logan not being that good.
She's not that good?
She went for a suplex on Charlotte at one point and barely got Charlotte over.
Yeah. She's
Charlotte almost landed on the top of her head. Not like, when you hit a suplex and you don't get everything and they land on the back of their head by accident. No, she almost dropped Charlotte on the top of her head.
Yeah, she's very green. She's very green.
But which is weird because I've seen good matches from her in the indies when she was Crazy Mary Dobson.
I mean, she's probably nervous.
Maybe.
Again, like, she kind of just got thrown into this whole thing.
And there was another spot where Charlotte was like had her back turned, and I don't know what she was supposed to do, but she like tried to spear Charlotte from behind, and they just both collapsed. And you hear Corey Graves just like, "Oh, what a tackle!"
What a thing,
right? Anyways, let's see. Pretty much, not much to recap here, but Charlotte Flair did win. Before the match, it was the Riot Squad out there with just Charlotte. So Becky came out, and then Naomi came out. So I assume, all these girls are going to get involved. Nothing. It was just a match with women at the ring, at ringside. Nothing happened.
Yeah, no. Why would they progress the story of the women's? It's not like the women's division is supposed to be one of the strongest ones.
I'll jump ahead here. They announced next week that the Riot Squad. See, after the match, Charlotte goes over to the announcers and goes, "I got one more. Which Ruby Riott. Well, jumping a little forward, later on in the show, they announced that the Riot Squad actually made a challenge, and I think it's next week. It will be the Riot Squad taking on Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi in a 6-woman tag.
Oh boy, I'm so excited! Another 6-woman tag match.
Right?
How are they putting this on? They're putting this on free TV. They're putting this on free TV. That's incredible.
Well, they actually are starting to slowly roll out new match card graphics for SmackDown Live as well. It's weird. With Raw, all the graphics still have the white and the red color scheme. Mm-hmm. But with SmackDown, what they're doing is the logo and the information's in the middle of the screen. You have one wrestler or one team on one side, one wrestler and one team on the other side. But in the middle, it's white with all the text and everything. So you would think the sides are going to be blue for SmackDown. No. They're, I guess, correlating whatever colors that superstar has. Like when they showed Corbin and Ziggler on there, Corbin had a orange background. Ziggler had a orange background. Oh, pink background. Got to mix it up. And then when they showed the women, they had a blue background because of Charlotte, and then the other side had a green background because of the Riot Squad. It's very odd. It was very neon and vibrant.
It was so hard for you.
I know, because it was
you
so
really
weird.
Struggled through that fucking sentence there, buddy.
Because it was so weird. Like, you would think, okay, just keep the white and the blue continuity.
Because it's SmackDown colors.
Right.
I don't know.
Anyways,
they're trying new stuff out.
And I don't think this worked out as well as the new graphics on Raw did.
Oh, the new Raw graphics look beautiful.
I like the match card graphics. I don't like the KFC looking graphics on the Titantron and around the ring and stuff, though.
I think it's fine.
Anyways, we go on to Baron Corbin versus Kevin Owens. Corbin sold the injuries from the attack earlier in the night. Owens gained control by sending Corbin's shoulder first into the ring post. Corbin made a comeback by hitting the deep 6. Owens set up for a pop-up powerbomb, but Corbin countered with the end of days for the victory. Not that. I mean, it was a decent match. It was, I want to say maybe 6-7 minutes, if that.
Has Dolph ever put on a bad match? I'm not saying that anything less than a perfect match is bad. I'm saying he usually puts on decent to really good matches. He never really puts on a bad match.
Dolph. We haven't talked about Dolph yet.
You just said Dolph
Corbin
versus...
and Owens.
Oh, I don't fucking speak Spanish.
Anyways, I was actually about to talk the exact same thing you just said, though. I was going to talk about that here in a little bit when we get to the Dolph Ziggler stuff. Anyways.
Cool.
So with that, Corbin added on to the main event for Fastlane. So then
boy.
So then we see that Bobby Roode is yet again going to do the U.S. Open Challenge. And he comes out and he cuts this promo about how John Cena is a great, and he did the U.S. Open Challenge, and Bobby Roode wants to outdo that. And I guess he wants to defend his title more times than Cena did. I don't know. But he basically said...
Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was going to say, it's not good to come out and go, John Cena was great. I'm going to be better. It's everyone's like, yeah, John Cena was a better U.S. champion than you.
So he goes, I know this is an open challenge, but I want my opponent to be somebody that's not going to hit me from behind with an RKO. So he basically said Randy Orton's coming out. And who came out? Randy Orton. And as soon as Randy Orton comes out, Bobby Roode gets all fired up. He's like, yeah, that's who I wanted. That's who I wanted. I'm like, guy, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, like, seriously.
So Orton gets in the ring. They get face-to-face. And who comes out? Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal.
Mahal mocks Orton for being number 9 on the SmackDown Top 10. Mahal
Where
tried
did Jinder rank?
I don't even think he ranked.
Exactly. Suck my dick, Jinder.
Mahal tried to create problems between Bobby Roode and Randy Orton by pointing out that Roode was higher than Randy Orton, ranked at number 5. Roode noted that Mahal didn't even make the top 10, and he respected Orton. However, Roode pointed out that Orton is probably number 9 because nobody likes getting hit with the RKO out of nowhere.
Very true. I wouldn't like it either.
Orton then suddenly hit an RKO out of nowhere on the Singh brother. I think it's Sunil Singh is the one that's still around.
It's the one that's still around.
Well, the other one's out with I think it was an ACL injury. Or no, shoulder? I don't remember.
ACL.
I should know this. But anyways,
ACL.
Mahal gained the upper hand and hit the Colossus on both Orton and Roode. That was it.
Yeah.
So then, we get the New Day. New Day come down, celebrating that it's Pancake Tuesday.
Yeah, it is. Today's Pancake Tuesday.
Right. But they had a big table.
Shrove Tuesday, excuse me.
They had a big table set up in the middle of the ring with trays of pancakes. Xavier announced that Big E's going to eat 113 pancakes in less than 8 minutes and break the world record.
Is that healthy?
I don't know.
That's got to clog up your fucking... I mean, he's got to wet them first.
Hey,
what do you think?
They could have been like gluten-free or something.
Well, okay. What do you think he dips them in? Water or milk?
Syrup.
No, that would make it even unhealthy. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Fuck it. Gable and Benjamin came out. I'm interrupted.
Fuck them. Can I just say?
Just say.
Fuck Gable and Benjamin. They're so fucking boring.
Not when they're just in the ring, though.
They're okay. On the mic, they have 0% charisma. They're all terrible. I absolutely fucking hate both of them.
Anyways, Gable said that this disgusted him. They told New Day that they should get a job and open up. They should get a new job and open up their own IHOP and leave wrestling to serious competitors. We then did a tag team match. Gable and Benjamin flipped over the tray of pancakes, and Big E got pissed off, which led to a tag team match. Big E and Kofi against Gable and Benjamin. And so the heels isolated Kofi Kingston at the start. Kingston almost made the tag, but right as he was about to tag Big E, Gable ran around the ring and pulled Big E off the apron. Big E finally did get in with a hot tag, ran wild. The referee missed Gable tagging Benjamin because Woods caused a distraction. New Day hit the midnight hour for the pin. There you go.
I like the midnight hour.
So this next segment,
cool move.
It was Renee Young interviewing Dolph Ziggler, and I'm just sitting here listening to Dolph cut one hell of a promo, and I'm like, Dolph is great, not just in the ring, but on the mic as well. Dolph Ziggler, when he's on, because we've seen days where Dolph shows up to work and he just doesn't give a shit, but when he's on, he can cut a better promo than almost anybody.
Oh, he's great. He's a fantastic promo.
So,
and I think you just look at the guy, and he definitely screams like, that rock and roll type. He definitely screams Chris Jericho at you.
He
that rock and roll type.
He
guy.
Screams, "I'm good. WWE has screwed me for so long. He's got a reason to show up sometimes and not care."
Right, which is true. Speaking of not showing up.
What's up?
I mean, how fucking sad is it that Zack Ryder wasn't even at the arena today? He was at fucking In-N-Out Burger at one point. He wasn't even at the arena.
I think it was an hour into the show. He posted on his Instagram story some In-N-Out Burger.
Fuck.
Now, wait. Hold on. Let me go back to his Instagram real fast. Because was that from In-N-Out? Or can we say that was someone...
That was 100% from In-N-Out. I can confirm.
I'm going to go back and look really fast. Anyway, so Dolph Ziggler, as I check this, I'm going to recap this. Dolph Ziggler cuts a promo. Renee's like, "Dolph, where have you been? Why do you keep leaving?" And he was like, "I'm only going to come back when it's beneficial to me. I'm only going to come back when I have an opportunity that arises. And right now, I want the one thing that's eluded me, main eventing WrestleMania. And so I'm back now to prove that I can get the championship and go into WrestleMania as the champion." And I'm like, okay,
I like it.
Ain't going to happen. But hey, he cut a fiery promo that made me believe that it could happen. Not like I know it's not going to happen, but the way, the passion he had in this promo makes you believe that, hey, he believes it, so I should believe it.
Oh, definitely.
So... Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Zack Ryder looks like he's on an airplane right now.
Jesus Christ.
Holy exit row. Yeah. Ryder's already gone. Damn. He got
I don't know, man.
He got his in and bolted anyways. So they did a promo with the Usos, backstage pre-tape segment. Another one of these ones that made them look like they're in some kind of penitentiary.
Oh, like the Uso penitentiary?
Yes,
Fucking
sir.
kill me.
Again, graphics on screen. They said that they wanted all tag teams. They said they warned all tag teams that nobody can beat them for the tag team championships. At that point, they screamed, oh, no. So here's what happened. So they're cutting this promo, and they're saying they're the best tag team. No tag team can beat them. And all of a sudden, the screen shatters because the Bludgeon Brothers used their hammers to break a television screen.
Oh, fuck.
It was shot very well. Shot and edited very well. And the Bludgeon Brothers just stood there, and then they walked away. Didn't say nothing. They put the hammers over their shoulder, walked off. Pretty much told us, hey, the next tag team feud is Usos, Bludgeon Brothers. We've been teasing it for a couple weeks. That's probably the biggest, hey, this is what we're doing kind of thing so far. So as Sami Zayn was in gorilla position, getting ready to go out to the ring, Kevin Owens approached him and said, hey, I'm sorry. I disappointed you. I lost to Baron Corbin. Zayn said that he was unhappy with Owens for losing, but he said now it's his turn to go out there and get his job done against Dolph Ziggler. So early on in the match, Dolph Ziggler versus Sami Zayn. Sami was in control for quite a while. Sami connected with a standing... Oh, no. At one point, so Sami was in control for a couple minutes. He goes to dive off the top rope and gets drop kicked by Dolph. Dolph takes control very, very slightly before Zayn does regain control. Ziggler then made a brief comeback and scored a close near fall. Zayn then gave an exploder from the top turnbuckle, which looked pretty good. Zayn missed the haluva kick, though. Ziggler hit the zigzag for a near fall. Zayn attempted another haluva kick, but Ziggler connected with a super kick of his own and got the win. Ziggler now added to I guess it's a Fatal 5-Way at
Fatal
5-Way at the pay-per-view Fastlane, which is in like 7 weeks. So we've got like 6 or 7 weeks of build. Jesus.
Which, hey, with that amount of time, they could really do something cool. They could really potentially do something that's nice.
What? Make it
I
a
doubt that they
Fatal
will.
8-Way?
No, they could just build it correctly.
People?
No, they can just make it matter. They can really make all of us get invested.
But no, in WWE, when they have a lot of time, they fuck something up. They're not good with time. That's why these new dual-branded pay-per-views are their best friends, because they're not going to have enough time. See, with NXT, they have to have everything planned out at least 3 to 4 weeks in advance because they do tapings. With WWE, they only have to have things planned out about a week in advance, if that, because then they come to the show, Vince can change everything day of. That's when things get messed up. So when you have 7 weeks to the pay-per-view, that's 7 opportunities for Vince to change things and F everything up.
Right,
so,
which is true.
I don't think they're going to change and make it a 6 or a 7 or an 8-way because there's really nobody else to add that would make sense. So, I mean, this didn't make sense either, Corbin and Ziggler, but hey, whatever.
Rusev?
No, I mean, maybe, because I thought maybe Rusev would be involved with the U.S. title, but he did nothing with that U.S. title stuff tonight. Instead, he made it all about Lana. And now, it is no longer, did you hear? It is no longer Rusev Day. Did you hear?
Isn't it Ravishing Rusev Day?
It is the Ravishing Rusev Day now for Lana and Rusev.
I don't like it.
Ravishing Rusev Day. And Rusev got on Mixed Match Challenge, Rusev got the entire crowd to sing, Lana is the best, Lana number 1. So, yeah.
He's literally the best.
They didn't, hold on 1 second. Anyways, yeah, it was pretty, Mixed Match Challenge was interesting tonight. I actually watched it because I wanted to see the whole Lana Rusev thing.
Yeah, and I mean, it was an alright episode of Smackdown.
It was. Oh, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say thanks. But
yeah,
that's the recap.
That was it. Smackdown, like I said, went very quickly tonight. There was only like 3 matches, not much to the show. A lot of dragged out things like the New Day and Corbin Benjamin or Gable Benjamin thing. So yeah, that was really SmackDown in a nutshell.
Yeah. For those of you that do want to join us after the show in the post-show, the social media lounge. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the social media lounge.
The Discord media lounge.
The Discord media lounge. For those of you that want to join, I'm gonna throw the link in there in a minute. Tim, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at TimmyBuddy. And I do have to say, if you guys do want to get your exclusive Matt Jackson mini wrestling buddy, it said today on Twitter, WrestleCrate, WrestleCrate.com. They only have a limited amount left. So you need to go by before the 15th and sign up at WrestleCrate.com. If you want the wrestling buddy, the mini wrestling buddy, you have to get the Elite box for $29.99. Now, whether you get the Elite box or you get the Light box, you will still get the exclusive Ric Flair item. I don't know what that is yet, but we'll have to wait and see. If you do want to go over there and get a WrestleCrate, just use promo code PWUnlimited at checkout to get 10% off your purchase.
Yeah, there you guys go. And also check us out over on the Patreon at patreon.com/PWUnlimited. I am God. I can post all of these links in chat. I am God. You can find me on Twitter at PWU_Armstrong. Go ahead and follow me there to watch me tweet about memes, music, and wrestling. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, we will be hopping into the Discord here in just a moment. Come talk to us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy birthday, Tommy Dreamer.
I got one final thing because people have been asking it in the chat here. Yes, Buddy Murphy will be on 205 Live next week in the final first round match of the Cruiserweight Cruiserweight Championship Tournament. He teased it was it 2 weeks ago? He said something on Instagram about 205 or 205 pounds. So yeah, they're finally doing something with Buddy Murphy. I like it.
Yeah, so there you guys go.
But that's going to do it. Join us over on Discord. Nick has put 1 million links in the chat, so you have no reason to not know how to get there.
I'll fucking put 2 billion. Don't fucking try me. Don't fucking try me.
We'll see you guys. God. We'll see you guys tomorrow night, Valentine's night, for the Pro Wrestling Unlimited podcast. Same time, same place. And keep your eye on our Twitter because we may have something special tomorrow because it's Valentine's Day.
It's a giveaway.
Hey, have a good night, guys.
Who knows?